So for URI template and for URI presentations, one thing I like to do, and eventually, again, I want you to stick to the templates, but if you want to freelance it eventually where you feel really, really comfortable, you know what to ask and whatnot. One little thing I like to do just to remember and to ensure that I ask every single question is I kind of start from the top to bottom. I start right up here and I say, okay, do you have a headache? You know, do you have discharge in your eyes? Do you have any ear issues? Do you have sinus pressure? Do you have a runny nose? Are you sneezing? Okay. Do you have a cough, sore throat, chest congestion, wheezing, body aches, chills? And then up here you can also not just headache, fever as well. So headache, fever, your ears, your nose, your sinus. Are you coughing? A sore throat, chest congestion, shortness of breath, body aches, fatigue. You know, so basically top to bottom, you're literally right there, you're asking like 12 different things, right? And you got a really good comprehensive picture of why the patient is coming in. And it gives the provider a good clean picture. And remember, again, like I said, always put your initials right at the top of subjective. And please don't forget, anyone under 18, you gotta put in who they're here with. So .ped, and that's gonna say mother, father, guardian, and then right under that, you would go ahead and put in what they're there for. Now, another thing you can put right under the .ped, we like you or want you to do is, if you're doing any type of testing, there's a little cheat sheet in the triage room that tells you who should be tested for what and when, okay? And generally the 3 tests that we kind of focus on are COVID, okay, flu, and strep. Okay, and again, that's something that you can read in there and see when you do each, and we can go over that when we get a chance. But if you do have to do any of those tests, I want you to put that in there so the provider knows that you ran them. And so what you would do is you would put in, like, for example, COVID. If you ran the rapid one, that's an antigen, you put in COVID antigen / and then you also do a PCR. You always do a PCR with all the flus and the COVIDs. In case we need to send it out, you don't gotta go in there and swab them again.
Right.
If you're doing a strep, you just do, strep test. Just put it in there, it's just strep test, that's it. So initials, .ped if they're under 18, put in if you did any testing, and then you do the subjective. Now finally, the last thing on subjective is, what you need to do is, once you put in everything, you have to go tap down a little bit right under, and basically right here, what you need to do is, you need to go to past medical history right here, and you need to add all past medical history right under the subjective. Always add it. And why do we always do that? And the thing is, when a provider reads the subjective, they also want to know what their past medical history is. So for example, like let's say a patient comes in and they have yellow eyes, they're jaundiced, they're fatigued, they have abdominal pain, and then they look at their past medical history and they see, oh, this person's doing a 12 pack of beer a day, then they're going to connect their past medical history with what's going on today. They look at their vaccination, they look at their smoking history, they look at their surgery history, they look at all those items, and they can make those connections. Okay, so always make sure you add the PMH under the subjective that you put in, okay?
Okay.